Hi, everybody. Professor Heaven from Franklin College here. We're still talking about softball today, but today I wanted to talk particularly about pitchers. Okay, pitchers in softball and baseball are special people because they can throw things really fast, so you don't want to mess with them, right? But why can they throw things so fast? Well, because they learn how to use their body essentially as a whip. All right, and we talked in a couple videos about that spring, right? Really loading up the muscles and being able to release them as fast as possible and create a lot of force. That's what pitchers do. So as far as a softball player is concerned, right, they're taking a big step, they're reaching back, and they're creating this huge, huge, huge windmill. They're loading up the lats, and they're exploding through, right? Creating a ton of force and power with those muscles that they've stretched out like a spring, okay? Same thing happens in baseball, just in a different direction, right? We got that big, huge chest muscle that's swinging out, and then they pop it forward with a lot of force and power into the ball. So one thing to consider when you have a pitcher in softball, right, is they're using their shoulder joints really heavily, repeatedly over time, right? And what that can do is that can put a lot of stress on the shoulder. So it's important to keep shoulders healthy in softball. And this drill that I'm going to show you is a really great way to build stability and strength in the shoulders for any sport. Really, it doesn't have to be softball. Healthy shoulders are great for anything, right? So let's take a look at what we're going to be using today, right? So I'm lucky enough I have a few kettlebells at home, which is really nice, but you don't need one of these, okay? You don't need a kettlebell at all. What I'm going to show you with today is alternatives to a kettlebell. Anything with a handle, baby. Anything with a handle. I got my duffel bag. I got my backpack right here, right? Anything with a handle, okay? And we're going to be doing some overhead carries, okay? So putting your shoulder in a position, right? It could be out here. It could be in front of you. It could be all the way overhead. Putting your shoulder in a position where it has to carry something overhead is going to build a lot of strength in your shoulders, in your upper traps, and it's going to allow you in a sport like softball especially to stay injury-free and develop all of that force and that speed and that power that you need to get that fastball into the catcher's mitt and not over the fence behind you, right? So here we go. Here are some variations on an overhead carry, right? I'm going to just take my backpack, and the first variation is real simple. I'm just going to hold it right out here in front of me, right? Right here. It could be at a 45-degree angle from the body. I haven't put a lot of weight. I just put, some sweatpants and stuff in here. And then the better you get at that stuff, you put heavier and heavier stuff. I actually put some of your school books in there, maybe, if you have them. Yeah, I hope you do. So I'm going to start off with a carry right here. I'm going to walk halfway down my driveway. And I'm going to come back. Now you've got options here, right? You could switch down there if you want. You could switch hands if you really want to. I could try and get all the way down my driveway and back in that position without switching. That's going to be a lot harder. Okay, so you've got options there. Now, another thing that you can do to set up with this is you can progress from here and go overhead. That's going to be a tougher position, right? That's going to be a tougher position. So now we're carrying overhead, right? Just like that, okay? Definitely do the same amount of work on each arm. And you can do it a lot of different ways. You can do it for distance, which is usually the easiest way. Pick 2 points, start here, right? Go down there and come back, all right? And then switch arms. And then do the same thing. And take a break and do it over again. You can do it for time if you want. If you have like a stopwatch on your timer, that's perfectly fine. And then as you get better and better at the movement, you just add weight. Or you add distance. Or you add both. All right? So those overhead carries are going to help you build up a lot of upper body, specifically shoulder strength, so that you can get that fastball up to 90, right? Have fun.